Hello Facebook ads people, I'm Konstantinos and this is the Facebook ads breaking news podcast. Hello guys, another podcast with Konstantinos and me basically. As you have seen from the thumbnail, today we're going to talk about for all of you that you're here for a long period of time and we're having discussions in the comments and you know, sometimes I go into calls with you and I do realize that you know a lot of things about me because by just piecing out the puzzle from the different videos, you know that I have been to Ireland to Meta, you know this, that, and it's a little bit, you know, I'm not used to it because I'm saying something in a podcast, something else. So you piece out all of these things and you know. For all of you that you have been here for a long time, like this person over here, for example, which basically the second comment is a friend, the one who says agreed. And he sent me that. He says, look, there are people talking about you on Reddit. So basically, there was this question on Reddit that says, how do I scale Facebook ads? It says, hi guys, I'm fairly new to scaling Facebook ads, wondering, do I turn off ads or ad sets that aren't performing and increase the budget for high performing ad sets? Then do this every week. And there's a guy over there, which I don't know. And if you are listening to this podcast, Taonakar, I would like to thank you for advertising my channel. Hey, I suggest you to watch Konstantinos Liaisons on YouTube. He has what he refers to as a crazy method on how to scale campaigns effectively. Personally, I use CBOs and Advanced Plus to scale. I only use ad sets to test before turning them into a campaign for the winners and scale them using the crazy method. So, I like the approach. It means that he understands what he is doing. But for all of you like this guy that we know each other and everything, I have been talking in some previous podcasts about a new, we will call it app. I would like to call it a tool, which is actually improving the results within Facebook. We will talk a little bit about technical, and there are a lot of things that I'm still learning. I have found people that they have much more knowledge than me, which is rare to my world, and I do really respect them, and I do learn every day more and more things. Like the datasets, for example, I was able to talk with someone about datasets and explain me some things, things that Meta should have done, but there are no, I don't have access to the engineering team in the same way that they do. From my visit to Meta, I do realize that 90% of the people are not the ones that they are innovating, and it makes sense, and the other 10% does. The point is, how can I get access to them? Through this tool and having a very good relationship with the owner, and working very closely on ad accounts for some of our projects, I do have access to this kind of information. For example, sorry for my coughing today. If we talk about data sets, one thing that he told me is that you people that you do, because I told him why, they said that they're going to remove the pixel. Why is it not removed yet? And he told me, you people that you do e-commerce, you think that you are the epicenter of everything, but you are not. You're just the tip of the iceberg. 12% only of the ad accounts, they have done API. We have been talking, guys, about API into videos in everywhere. And because in e-commerce is so important, we thought that everybody has done already the API integration. And even the other accounts that I was seeing now coming to me from people wanting to give me their ads to run them, they were talking about they were having the API there, but he told me that only 12% of the ad accounts they do have API integration, and the others they do still have the pixel. So they changed their opinion about removing the pixel, and what they're going to do this time is that basically they are going to keep the pixel on the background, working, getting trained about the ideal avatar client, but the reporting is going to become only API, server-to-server integration. And the reason that they did the datasets is because The pixel is not going to remove, the API cannot stay alone, so there is going to be datasets, which is going to be pixel on the background doing that, API server-to-server reporting, but also we have other things like SOPs that SOPs need to report also to your ads manager. We have apps, we have other things. So datasets is just a cluster of different things reporting back, and it can be your API from your app, your API from your shop, your API from your website. Okay, SOP, I'm referring to the SOPs in the United States that we have the inbuilt SOPs there. So one cool information is that this only 12% they have API, which means that all of you that you have API, you have already better results from others that they don't. Okay, so now let's discuss about our main topic today, which is the reveal of the app. Most probably, most of you don't know it, but I will tell you why I wanted to work with them and what is going to happen. You all know from my videos, and I still get messages about it, about Hyros, Triple Whale. We had the interview with Scott de Grosellier from another tool also here, Wikit Reports, and there are many more. I got a mail recently from AnyTrack telling me how different they are. My problem with these apps was that there is an issue which I cannot just overcome, and the issue is that they don't report back to Meta the data so that they can be used for optimization. If you know me from the videos, you know that this was my beef all along the way, and that if you don't do that, basically you are gambling. And I think that I'm not going to be accused of selling out, because I had a firm position for 2 years when it was so easy for me to do videos saying that this is the solution for iOS, and I was the only one, or one of the few, that I was saying that this is not a solution, this is just a pill, and it's not going to help you have better results, it's just going to show you the actual results that you're getting, but it's not being used for optimization. And even the teams from these apps, they were saying that they changed after some point, because people like me, they were telling that this is not true. But the truth is that they sold a lot like this, like the solution to the iOS problem, which were not. And my beef was always that, okay, you're getting some results, these results are not being reported. Let's say that I'm having 20 sales coming from an ad in reality, but the 10 are being reported. And I was always saying that these 10 sales are the ones that they're going to help the ads manager optimize more and more based on the results. If the other 10 are not being reported, then okay, it's good for the owner to see the lifetime value or whatever that may be from Triple Whale or Hyros or other programs. But at the end of the day, this is not helping on optimization. So this is not a tool for me. It's a tool for a business owner. And if you just go and you just say, okay, I'm getting 20 sales from that, let me scale based on that on Facebook, you are gambling. And when you're gambling with Facebook without actual data, you might be causing to have less ROAS or destroying your ad account. Now, what is the workaround and why this program is different? I'm referring to Blotout, Blotout, B-L-O-T-O-U-T. I will put the logo here. So basically, it's one of the first tools. This is one tool, and another one which I'm missing the name right now, and don't remember it. These are the only two direct partners with Meta right now. Maybe this is going to change in 2 or 3 months, that somebody is going to watch the video, but I do believe that they're just the two innovators of this space. That basically they have direct communication with the Meta server. Okay, so they work directly with Meta in order to do that. They just don't work with their own interface or whatever. What do? They do come, and with their technology, they are getting better reporting of data within the ads manager. So they are sending the data within the ads manager. And the whole philosophy is this, that if you're having 40% matching rate on your event on add to cart or checkout, by the way, they're not improving the purchase event, because the purchase event already has all the data, like the email and stuff, because somebody who purchases gives all the data on the order. So it's being reported, and the match rate is very good. This is why it's working better when you optimize for checkout also, and for purchase also. and so on, because it has more data for that. Not that, the things that we said about optimizing for add to cart checkout, they do remain the same. They can give, Facebook is going to give you only checkout or add to carts if you do that. So if you do so, but it's going to be even worse because right now it doesn't have a lot of good match rate for those. The match rate is very good for purchase because when somebody purchases, it gives also the email. This tool, actually what it does is that it increases all the match rates for all the other events. Add to cart, checkout, view content, page view, everything else is going to be boosted, and you're going to see much more data coming within. Now, what are you getting out of that? First of all, the attribution model that it has, it's 365 days. It's not only 7 days that we have on Facebook. That means that if somebody comes as an add to cart, and comes after 10 days again and he doesn't convert, him and the cluster of the people that they are like him, they are not going to be targeted again after the 7 days, because Facebook understands that these people are coming and they are adding to cart and they don't convert. So it does understand that, because Blotout, it's actually saying that, look, this person came again and again, we know who this person is, he was here 10 days ago. So we have first this one. Secondly, with that way you are having better control on your impressions, showing to more new people instead of repeated people all over again because of the 7 days attribution, which is one of the biggest issues that we had with the iOS change, that the 30 days went to 7 days, and 7 days means that a lot of people are going to be targeted again and again and again all the time, and just excluding them as engagers and stuff doesn't make any sense. So what it does is that improves all the match rate on that, but it also informs you, informs Facebook, not you, your ads manager, that if a person comes after 7, 10 days, 12 days, 50 days and doesn't convert, then the cluster of these people that are like him, they are not going to be targeted more. The same person is not going to be targeted more, so you're winning also in the spend of your money. You are spending your money more efficient because you're getting judged by impression, but in this case you're not going to target people to get impressions for them, because it has been informed already on the ads manager that these people, they are not converting or whatever. So these are the two main things from improving this. The third thing, which is the most important, is this. We do know that we optimize for a purchase event, but the other events, they are also important in the journey of the customer. So if somebody converts in the purchase event and we know that it went from checkout, that it went from view content, add to cart, checkout, and then he purchased, the more data we get for the people that they reach, for example, up to add to cart, for people that they reach up to checkout, we get more data over there. So Facebook knows better which people it has to bring in order to get past the checkout, because it has so much data, so much more data on view content, add to cart, checkout. So it understands who are the ones that are going further inside the funnel in order to convert. So by just flooding all of this data and improving them, from the first thing that I have seen is that with this tool, I have seen, for example, going from 40% matching rate going to 60, 70%. And of course, I'm going to make dedicated videos. The reason that I'm mentioning this is because, for some people that they do watch all the podcasts, I do believe that I need to have much faster information for you guys. You can do whatever you want with it. At the end of the day, as I said, I'm always sharing my experience. But if all these things go well into the 2-3 companies that I'm already discussing of starting doing this, I'm already doing it with one company with exceptional results. I'm not going to go into details, but you can see me, I'm already super into it, and knowing my history about these tools, about the other tools and how I didn't like them, and getting mocked a lot of times about my opinion on that, I can tell you that this tool is working very well, and we're just on the beginning of it. We're just in a new technology that we're going to see in the next years, everybody using it, and I'm going to start using it. I'm one of the few that is using it right now, and I think that by the end of the next year there are going to be a lot of companies. For example, there's another company which is called Emotive, which is built inside Blotout. So there are more companies. We have the other direct partner, which I don't remember. There are several companies. So that's the main technical things about it. By flooding all the system with add to cart checkout and stuff, you are improving the experience of the algorithm to understand who is going to convert the more it goes inside the funnel and target similar people to them. Secondly, you have better charges because of the impressions not targeting the same people again and again. Third thing, you do have more and more better results in terms of improving all of these key metrics around the purchase event. You are having much better results in general, but not inflated results. You have better results because there are actual better results. Your Facebook is targeting better. That's all about it. Some notes. These people, they don't charge with packages of monthly and stuff based on your spend. They do charge on the amount of the new events that you're going to have. So if you had 50 events and now you get 100, they charge you some money per the extra events that you're getting because of them. I do find this, super fair. Expect if this is going to work in two or three of the accounts that I'm saying, expect me to have it as my main sponsor in all of my videos in the future, because this is what I always wanted for the YouTube channel, to show you thousands of emails of people sending me to advertise this or that or that. I have done zero advertisements. The only thing that I have done is from one of my clients that did this. I just said something about them, but I also paid for it. Okay, so it's not like I paid for it and I also helped them with another. It's not like did I pay for it? I think I did. I think I did pay for it, and I just created something just to help them out. So this is the thing with this program tool. If it's going to work, you will see it more and more in my videos, being sponsoring every of my videos and me having referral links and stuff, just because it works. I want you to know that I will never propose something that I haven't tested. That's the reason that I'm not even starting right now the promotion of it. I'm just mentioning it, and I'm not going to have most probably any referral link because I never had this discussion with them yet. Today I have a meeting also with them. I will discuss about it to see if they are open to a cooperation for me promoting it. But even if they say no, you will still hear me promoting it. So that's the case with it. A little bit about the integration, and then we're going to go in your questions about the week. There are a lot of times, first of all, it's not working like the other programs. You don't need to do another pixel. You just keep using your pixel, which is another super advantage that I love, because whichever is the program, even if it was promising earth and water, if they came to me with a solution that says you need to change your pixel, which means changing all of my ads, in the previous case study that I had published this week, as you can understand, I cannot just go and close all of my campaigns and start new ones just to test and see if it's going to work or not. So this is number one. It's just a line of code. It integrates very well with Shopify. Today I asked him for another person that was asking me for WooCommerce. They do also WooCommerce and what's the platform? What's the platform of WooCommerce? Oh my God, WordPress. They do WordPress and WooCommerce also, and Shopify, of course. So I think that most of you that you are watching this, you are on these platforms and not in any other. There has to be some minor exclusions to that. Now, very easy integration, just a line of code, and the most important thing, you can just put it on the background as inactive, see how much it has improved the match rating. For example, if you put it as inactive on the background, not working, you see, for example, taking them from 30% match rate on view content to 60%. And one thing that I forgot to say is that one of the major things that it's tracking is the email. Something that the ads manager cannot track is the email. They do track the email and they know who is the person. it doesn't improve the purchase event because the email is already given on the purchase event, but it does track the email on the others. They don't say specifics on how exactly in the whole technology, of course, but it does that. And the way that it worked for me is that I put it in the background as inactive, and they told me 1 week later, look, this event has been improved from 30% to 60%. This has been improved. So before you even activate it, you can see if it's working or if it's improving your results. Super easy. It just needs an integration of 20 minutes, 25, 30 minutes to complete all the steps and do it. But they have a technical team which is going to help you. I don't know now because all the other accounts that I gave, to be honest with you, it's they're spending $500,000 per month, all the three, and the one of them has also other accounts in United States and stuff. So I gave only the United Kingdom for the beginning. The thing that I have noticed is that immediately, guys, I don't know if you will believe me or not. Most probably in the future videos you will, but it improved my results from. This is another account that I'm doing case study. You will see it in the next week. In the UK, it improved the results from 6-7 rows to 10 rows. In the last 7 days that I have it there, it improved the results to 10 rows. Now, is it inflated? Is it still? I'm in the process of testing it and seeing how it works. But I have seen also the revenue of the Shopify store increasing. And this is the reason that I decided to do it, because as I promised to you that you are loyal and you are watching the podcast, I will always have the most fresh news here. I'm testing it for the last 7 days. It has been inactive for 5 days. It has started already having better results. This is something that I need to learn today from the owner, how it was having better results. He told me that because it was using the same domain, but I didn't understand. So it was there for 5 days inactive. We have seen how much it was improving. Then we activated it. And on the last 7 days, I'm having 10 ROAS. It's not inflated because the matching rate of purchase is not, it has not increased. Okay. I have seen also the revenue increasing, so I do understand all of that high ROAS, but still it's only 7 days and I want to see it for a month or two before I decide if it's working or not. But for sure, I'm putting it now on this other account, on the United States other account, also on the background, in order to see how it's going to improve there, even as inactive. Anyway, guys, that's all I had. Please don't flood me with questions about it, because there are a lot of technical things about it that I still don't know. As I told you, I'm using it for 7 days, and the discussions with them in order to decide if I'm going to do it or not, they took me 1 month. One of the major things is that it didn't need another pixel. The way that they have it, it's completely correct, and I have a lot of respect for the owner, Mandar. Yeah, I guess that's it with it, and I'm super excited about it because it's new stuff, it's new technical stuff, I'm learning, there are more things coming, and I believe it's a new technology which is helping. For example, they told me that there are 2 people only that they're using another tool with Meta as a beta thing, and the thing that they are testing is that they have a tool with Meta that it's going to go live on 2024, but most probably I might get access to it. I won't be able to make any video because I won't be able to because it's a secret. But basically what it does is that it categorizes all of the people based on how they buy, and you have different events inside there by just using this tool and the other tool from Meta as a combo, which does this. You have a conversion event for new customers, conversion event for people that they spend a lot of money after an average order value that you said that is high for you. Conversion events for repeated customers, and you have different conversion events, and you can do different ads based on that. For example, you have a new collection, you put a conversion event of the repeated customers. You have a best seller that you know is selling well, you put it for the new customers. You have something that has a high price, you put it to the conversion event for the people that they spend a lot. So you do imagine that I'm seeing things that are so interesting right now to me at last after 1.5 or 2 years of stupidity with the iOS changes, which sparks my interest all over again about Facebook ads. And I'm so happy because I'm working in innovation right now on Facebook and on different things. That's all. I will keep you posted. Most probably only on the podcast about the second thing about the different conversion events. For example, imagine, just saying, having a conversion event about the people who spend a lot of money and optimize for ROAS as a manual bidding. Just saying, or creating lookalikes out of those and using them as stacked lookalike and so on. You can do so many things if you have different events from different stuff. The last thing is another tool that Meta is having. All of these are betas right now. We don't know if they're even going to go live. That integrates with your CRM, and basically what it does is that it sees over there who are the people that they are spending more money. It's reporting it back, and you can create an audience this time, but it comes directly from your CRM. It's able to track people from your CRM back to Facebook, finding their ad accounts, and you can have an audience with your big spender clients. Not to mention that this is crazy good, for example, for companies that they have a B2C department and a B2B department. You can see from the B2B department that they are spending more money. For example, interior design is one of them. If you're an interior designer, you are buying from a site much more, and maybe you have a professional account with them instead of buying as a customer. So over there, from the CRM, you can integrate it inside. These tools are not live, sadly, and I do believe that they need also a lot of programming and stuff in order to happen. But for sure, there are going to come. We're going to see several of those in 2024. Because I know that they're being tested now, that it's getting the average order value from these. So you're just having an audience inside your ads manager instead of doing it from your email list, for example, which you might lose some people in the process. With this one, you have 100% match rate or something similar to that from all the people coming from your CRM, because they are purchases actually, creating an audience from them inside, because there is no other way to do it right now. You cannot go right now and actually create an audience for the people that they spend much more. You can create with lifetime value or stuff like that, but you cannot create. So let's say I want everyone who spent above $1,000 is a B2B client to me, so I want them in a different audience. From this audience you can create a lookalike and just run ads so that you can get more B2B clients, for example. Okay, so several interesting things. I will keep you posted. This is why we have the podcasts, so that we can discuss about this kind of thing. But you can see that I'm very happy that we are talking again technically. Okay, we talk again technically about Facebook ads, just like when I started that. We were having technical discussions and stuff, and after some point, Meta didn't just want to talk about it, and they just had this mysticism. Okay, it's an AI, it's doing whatever it wants and stuff. So again, we can do technical stuff on the platform. Let's go to the questions. We have the usual suspect over here. When you talked about saturation on 320, did you mean that we should worry about the competitors running ads for the same product? Yeah, I don't know what is the 320, I don't remember. Meaning that we shouldn't be discouraged from launching ads for the same product because the market is huge and everyone's going to get enough share of buy. Yeah, most probably you're referring to the part that I'm saying that you cannot talk about saturation when you have very good ROAS still on something. You can keep pushing when you have that. That being said, I don't like to hear about saturation a lot because people just think about things without testing them. If you test it and you see that Facebook is stopping your stuff, maybe it's saturation, maybe it's other things, okay. But if you're just getting good results and ROAS and you say, okay, I'm not going to push more because I'm saturating my product, I think it's completely wrong, and you should try to exploit whenever Facebook is giving you the chance. And then it says, thanks, by the way, I'm not sure of this off topic for you, but how would you test different prices for the same product? Up until now, I was always creating an identical landing page, just a different price, and was running ads to simultaneously, yes, with the original landing page. I have done this with, so not for different prices, but for different landing pages. I have used extensively well Advanced Plus. You can use Advanced Plus, the same creative, different landing page, one ad. Same product, different landing page, another ad, and so on and so on. And you will see which one of those is going to start converting better over there. For me, at least, it worked very well when I wanted to test different landing pages. There are other tools, I think, within Shopify that you can send the traffic to half of the traffic to one, half of the traffic to the other, and then see which one is doing better based on that by just having only one link. So one link, it's sending 50% of the traffic to one, 50% of traffic to the other, and then you see based on the results on the Shopify which one is doing better. I think there is an owner who mentioned that to me in August, I believe. Next one. Look at here why you should not touch the ads that they are actually working on your ads manager. This is an Upwork job post. Hello, I'm running a funnel for a giveaway in my development business. I've run a successful funnel before, including the ads. However, currently the ads were converting well for the first 12 hours, and then I started messing around with the ad image options and copy, and the ads just stopped converting. First of all, this is the most impatient person that I have ever seen. Even on 12 hours touching, that's crazy. Some people, they do touch in 24, 48 hours, and still I consider this crazy. 12 hours. 12 hours is nothing for Facebook. I stopped and restarted the ad with the original content. It is not converting. Next option is try updating my headline and copy. I'm not an expert yet, so an assistant would be helpful. I'm looking to pay for someone hourly to assist my ads. Thank in advance. The fixed price is placeholder. So over here we have to, this is a super beginner most probably, and basically what we have here is someone touching the ads immediately or just right away, just ruining it. I just put this here because I think that even if we say it 1 million times, it's not enough. There's one rule above everything on Facebook. Everything. We talk about Blotout and events and having better match rate and all of that. None of this is important except from that. If something is working on Facebook, don't touch it. You are not going to make it better. There is no such thing. Forget about thinking that you can make it better. You are not. You're going to ruin it. You're going to make it worse. When things are working on Facebook, don't touch it. Just let them be, okay? And when things are working for a long period on Facebook and they don't work for a small period of time, just let them be. Most probably they're going to bounce back. Next one. Constantinos, nice video. I have a question regarding new account. Should we target should we target traffic or conversion to train pixel? For some of you that you are here for a long period of time, most probably these are boring questions, but I do believe that there are new people coming all over again. We don't do traffic ads, guys, because traffic ads is junk traffic. We don't want to have junk traffic. We want to have good traffic, conversion ads. If you do traffic ads, Facebook is going to target all the people that they are not converting, because the other people that they are converting, they are being given to the people running conversion ads. This is the most simple explanation that I can give without going super technical to it, because this is something that we have said several times in several occasions, like the one thing that I said above about not touching. Hi Konstantinos, honestly at first I didn't want to believe it, but on my advertising account, which worked really well 3 times in a row, my credit card, yeah, and I had one case today, I will tell you. My credit card refused to pay even though I had money in my account. Now I haven't sold anything at my store in a week. I duplicated all the advertising campaign and it also did not help where before everything worked great. I think changing my ad account to a new one will help. You think? No, it won't help. I think that you need to stay patient. Basically, what's the situation? When you're having declined payments, even if it's not your fault, because again today this is not their fault. They had a limit of 50k, Facebook changed that, and then they put another second card behind and it wasn't charged because of Facebook issues. The problem is that when you have declined payments, then Facebook is giving you bad quality traffic. And the reason that this is happening is because in the ad accounts, the more you spend and the more you don't have reject ads and the more you get better quality traffic. When you get better quality traffic, you had better results. If you have a declined payment, then Facebook thinks that you're not a trustworthy advertiser and it gives you lesser quality traffic. Lesser quality traffic means less conversions. And then there are several cases that I have seen that people that they have good results, they are actually getting actually I'm going to make a video with this because it had, guys, it had 3 ROAS and now it has 0.8, okay, because of declined payments. And I'm going to make a video to show you that, because even this guy over here, he's saying it. I didn't believe it. And when it's happening to them, then they see it with their own eyes. So having another account which is working, getting a declined payment, it's going to make your results worse. Most of the times you will have to start all of your ads all over again. I'm in the process that I'm exploring what am I going to do with this ad account, because from my experience, 1 month is kind of lost, depending on how good your pixel is. I'm not saying that in a super trend pixel, I'm saying in medium accounts that they don't have a lot of data and stuff or big spends. In smaller accounts and stuff, it's taking 1 month to recover or whatever that may be. It's actually funny because I got fired once because of that. So I was having good results for 3 months, declined payment. For 1 month, I'm getting bad results and they fired me. And it's not my fault. It's their fault that they didn't have enough funds inside the card to pay. Anyway, I'm going to make a video with this one just to show it to you on how it works. Let me actually, we will do everything interactive in this podcast. So we have video about declined payment case study. Study, and below I put the name. Cool. Okay, goes here. So let's go to your next question. We have Green Apple. It was one video that I was talking. Don't close your Facebook ads on weekend. What if I have a small budget? I think before it was him also. Yeah, it's him. So you see, he's having bad results because his ad account is not a very strong big ad account. It's a smaller ad account. What if I have a small budget of 30 per day? Should I pause it at night, 11:30 p.m. until 5 a.m.? I'm against that. I don't believe that you should, and I have also a video, should you close your ads on weekends and stuff? I don't believe on that. I just believe that you're causing more issues by closing it instead of keeping it open. Next one. Constantinos, I have a question about a similar software. It's called RedTrack. They have an option to replace the purchase event with a custom event with value that is sent through their offline API. So guys, again, it's the same thing. Offline events are not good. Hyros is also doing that. Other companies are doing that. It's not working. It's not working for optimization. My whole beef with that is that I want the events to be tracked on the ads manager and be used for optimization. If that's the case, do you think it would work for optimizing campaigns? Replace purchase event with a custom event is wrong. Keep purchase event and add that. You mean it will not work for optimization, only for pixel data. I didn't test it yet. I'm starting to use the software, but yeah, they say that after you have several events for that custom event in your Facebook dataset, you can create a campaign for that custom event instead of purchase. Have you tried to do something similar in Hyros? Yeah, okay, if you use it as an optimization event after it has some data, sure. I'm trying a new program, which is a direct meta partner, blah, blah, and the things that I told you. Cool, thanks. I'll try this week and come back, share my results. Mind share the program name? I will in the next podcast. And I did, as I promised over here. I don't like these programs because, based on what I said earlier, this is completely different. They want to send offline data and stuff. The philosophy of Blotout and the things that we said earlier is completely different. It has nothing to do with that. I don't believe that these things are working, and the reason that these new companies came out is because the solution wasn't there yet. And there are more things coming from iOS, by the way. They have more strict updates coming, so I think that most people will have to use those. Do you recommend stacking similar interests on or one per ad set? Maybe stacking small interests up to 1 million audience and do the crazy method to copy assets with the same interest when they are too big. What do you think? Everything can work. I just don't want you to use the crazy method without knowing that something is working. So you can stack whatever you want and do different stackings to different assets. Whatever is working from this campaign, from the different stacked assets, then you can take it to crazy method, not immediately. I don't like to group big ones with small ones, and yes, one solution is to stack small in order to have an audience. I don't know about the 1 million, but maybe your country is okay, but 1 million for United States is still too small. You need to have a very new pixel to I wouldn't do it unless if it was a super new pixel, or if I have tried everything and it was the only thing working until I gather some data to do other things. But maybe your country, which can be small. Marion Santana. So, from where are you? Spain? If you're in Spain, for example, maybe it's pretty good. Next one. Very interesting concept, Konstantinos. Thank you for sharing. I have seen this one before about duplicating things to scale up. I have a few questions, please. So in order to use Advanced Plus, I need to have 10 different creatives like image or videos, or one image with 10 different text angles would consider to be 10 creatives. So some things to talk about. First of all, you don't mix images with videos in Advanced Plus because videos, they have easier engagement because of the 3 seconds of autoplay that they're considered engagement. Meta is going to spend more money to them when you put them next to an image. The same thing is for catalogs. We don't put catalogs alone in Advanced Plus campaigns because they do tend to take all the budget. We don't care about testing efficiently all of the ads, but we do care about giving them a fair chance. So if you put a video with an image, the images don't have a fair chance against the videos. But if you put only images or only videos, then it's fair, and let the best one win. We don't let the one that is getting the best volume and the volume sales ratio win. Now, try to hide my cough when you do the editing so that it's not going to annoy them. So the thing here is this. About creatives, a lot of times when you say to someone 10 creatives or 20 creatives, they think that all of them, they are just original videos. You don't need to have original videos. You can do some different hooks and different pain points for different ones, change the style a little bit, the editing and stuff. I'll do something funny that I remembered. So you can do different things with different hooks and everything, and you can have different creatives. So you can have a base creative 2, 3, 4, 5 videos, and then out of these 5 videos, create another 5 different variations for each one of them. So you have 25 creatives immediately. So you don't need just to have all of the videos being original. But don't go to the other side, which is one of my clients once. I told him that, and he gave me the same picture, but with different background colors. So it was the same thing, and one it had yellow, the other one it had green, the other one had purple, whatever you may think. Just try to be more creative with that and put different hooks, put different messaging, put different solutions, all of that. Let's go to the second part. I'm confused on how you scale things with Advanced Plus CBO. Do I create a campaign, let it run for 2 days, and adjust budget daily by increasing and decreasing by 20% to the point where it has optimal ROAS? First of all, the 20% rule, it's something that you can use wherever you want. Basically, it's theory and it's working. In Advantage Plus, I'm doing sometimes more aggressive scales, but it really depends also on the ad account and how it behaves and the spends and all of that. Nobody can answer that on a podcast, or sometimes it's your experience that you have inside that accounts on if you have seen the same thing a lot of times, you know how to behave. You're not going to be the same person if you have been trying inside a bar to flirt with one woman, or if you have flirted with 100 women. After some point, it will be easier for you. You will know what to do. You will also have some intuition about it. This is what is happening also with the ads. The 20% rule is a good rule about not passing the learning, not going back to the learning phase. But other than that, there are cases that based on that account, I might go from 100 to 200 immediately. Now, do I suggest you to do that? No. I have found other ways. I'm telling you to just leave the campaign on 100 and duplicate one to run it with 200, so that you can have the space if you have done a mistake and you scale too much. The second campaign is not going to do well, but the other one is going to still keep performing. Now, in CBO campaigns, we don't touch the budgets. Even if they're working well, I'm not scaling them. There are rare cases that have to be super above my ROAS in order to scale a CBO, or be in a promotion on Black Friday and stuff. There are different cases, but in general, I don't touch them and I duplicate them. In Advanced Plus, you can touch them. They are working pretty well to scale them. They are not getting ruined. And another thing that I'm seeing here is to say that decreasing by 20%, what if I can keep scaling? Oh no, you say adjust budget daily by increasing and decreasing by 20% to the point where it has optimal ROAS. In order for you to increase and decrease, you need to have, I'm talking about budgets, okay, not optimizing closing ads and stuff. In order for you to increase or decrease, okay, but in order for you to increase, you need to have optimal ROAS anyway. So it's not going to, you're not going to increase your campaign if you don't have the ROAS that you want. Or you're not going to decrease it if you don't have the ROAS that you want. You're going to do optimization with your budget. And if it's working, you will close it. You will not try to save it by decreasing the budget in something that's not working. What if I can keep scaling it up by 20% for 10 days and still getting good results? Do I keep going until it starts to drop, back up a little bit and get the optimal budget, or I can't adjust the budget, I can only duplicate the campaign? You can do whatever you want. Based on the things that I told you before, you can take the proper decision. The other thing here though is that my disagreement to this is this: even when I'm doing it to Advanced Plus campaigns, I'm not just trying to do it again all the time. I might do it one, twice, in 2-3 months I will do it again. I will do other campaigns, because I truly believe that you will do it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 20, 50 times, you will be successful. There's going to be one time that you're going to be unsuccessful in scaling, and maybe you're going to lose the whole campaign, which means losing your whole progress. The case study that I showed you before, it has several campaigns, because this is the philosophy that we are building on top of campaigns in order for us to be able to actually have these campaigns that they are working without jeopardizing them when we do changes and we increase the budget. Because imagine me spending this amount of money, like 500k with one campaign, and having also, this is why I want you to duplicate, because I want you to build a structure of another account that is not going to be dependent on 2 or 3 campaigns, but it's going to be dependent on several campaigns. And scaling one campaign to me doesn't look interesting, it doesn't look appealing, maybe because of my experience of doing it and failing a lot of times and losing campaigns. But when I'm thinking of scaling campaigns, it's not exciting for me. It's boring and it's annoying and I don't want to do it. When I'm scaling ad accounts, it's super interesting to me, because I'm scaling with several campaigns, I'm watching the average, I'm keeping balances, and I'm doing other campaigns to start scaling more and stuff. So that's the situation. Also, if you want to scale, you need more creatives, more post IDs, more of this and that, more products. So where are you going to do all of that in just one campaign? I just feel like everybody is so focused into scaling one campaign, and they don't like them. I don't know, maybe you're bored of working a lot inside the ads manager and the volume that the ads that you're going to have, it's going to be boring for you. I don't know what is it, why everybody wants to scale one campaign or two campaigns and they just look at that. Why don't you think that you can scale with several campaigns? Anyway, that's my view about it. I just believe that it's more dangerous if you just scale, scale, scale. Eventually, something is going to happen, and it doesn't mean because you're going to drop the budget that the campaign is going to recover. Not necessarily. A lot of campaigns never recover when they go bad. Next one. Also, for example, when you lower the budget, you need to wait for 1-2 days. Most of the time, when you lower the budget into a campaign, it goes bad for 1-2 days before it recovers back. Just so you know. So it needs also experience from your end to maintain this campaign, and I'm afraid that there are a lot of people that they just want to scale like this. They are lucky to scale 2, 3, 4, 5 times, but after that point they are not so lucky. They have a problem and they don't have enough experience to actually overcome this issue, and they lose the whole campaign. This is why I like to, something is working, okay, it has crazy good ROAS, okay, increase it a little bit, see what kind of ROAS you're going to have. Maybe you will increase it in 1 month, but do more campaigns. If you want to scale on specific creatives, duplicate them and run them with a bigger budget, and so on. You don't have to take this campaign, just have one campaign, which is going to be a super risky situation for your whole ad account. Next one. If I can't adjust budget, let's say I use 150 budget for a campaign and would like to increase it to 250, so duplicate the first campaign with 250 budget and turn off the previous ones. Or I duplicate the first campaign with 100 budget, making it 2 campaigns, old 150, new 100 with total 250. Your example over here doesn't make any sense. If you want to increase it to 250, okay. But if you had a budget, for example, if you had a campaign, for example, with 150 and your total budget was 500, then it wouldn't be okay. And as I said earlier, it also depends on the amount on the ROAS that you do have. If you have very good ROAS, let's say your break-even ROAS is 2 and you have 5 ROAS, you can do this kind of increases to a CBO or Advanced Plus. Advanced Plus is much more favorable to do so, CBO is more fragile. But in that, duplicating a new campaign for 100, why? Just try to increase this one with 20% every day so that you can go to 250. If you have a much higher budget like 300, 400, 250, then you can duplicate the campaign and run it with 250 in order to see if it can support a bigger budget. But if you have a smaller budget from your initial budget on the campaign, then you just have to find a way to increase it there. It's not wrong to even do another campaign for 100, okay, don't get me wrong, but it's not an ideal way of scaling. If you had another 150, it would be okay to do another campaign. So I have 2 campaigns, identical, same budgets. I'm trying to optimize both of them so that I can have 2 of them. One of them is working already, so I'm trying to make another one instead of just trying to risk the other one. Someone can think like this also for the 100. Okay, I guess it's fine, but you get my point. Let's go to the next one. Thanks for the video. For a European store with multiple domains, Spania, Germany, France, same store, same product, same copy, different language, do you recommend one pixel for domains or different pixel for each country? What about different continents? So it really depends on the amount of money that you want to spend. I have other accounts that they are on United States, United Kingdom, different countries, but they do spend $500,000 each, so it's good to have a different ad account for this, different domain and stuff. If you just have one ad account with your central budget being all $500,000 for all of these countries, you can operate under the same ad account. You're going to have some limitations in terms of demographics with the same pixel and everything for different continents. So for different continents, for sure, I do believe you need to have different pixels. There's one exception to the rule. If you go for different continents, United States, Canada can go together in another account easily. Australia and New Zealand can go in one account easily. I don't like to put together United Kingdom with other European countries, so I would do the whole Europe if you want in another account and United Kingdom alone with different pixels and everything. This is coming from me. Now I do understand that it's not the ideal case scenario for several people and they are not able to do it. But I must say that that's the correct way. Maybe you are not going to be able to do it, but still, that's the correct way that I have seen. Next one. Hey, thanks again for the awesome content. I've been using post IDs for a while. Oh, it's about the video with the post IDs. I hope you like this one, guys, because I just discovered it 6 months ago that you can find the post IDs like this. I will put the video here. It's the one which has the Barbie. I've been using post IDs for a while in order to scale, but I buy engagement before using them. Like comments and like stuff and get way better results, but be aware that if your ad is bad, like get reported many times, in my experience it gets bad relevance for the campaigns. So if you run blackness, you have to rotate your post IDs or not use it at all. That's my personal experience, of course. Thanks for sharing that. I do not boost the posts with engagement. I'm referring to posts that have either organic or engagement coming from conversion ads. I do believe that this is a stronger thing. The only thing that you can win from engagement from posts is just some credibility, because people are going to see that you have good likes. But at the end of the day, if your post is good, this is the only way for them to actually work. So some people, and I think I mentioned it here, it says, yeah, I see that it's a very good strategy for ads that generate engagement just with the conversion campaigns. But for those ads that don't engage much or just generate bad engagement, I buy engagement for third-party websites. It works pretty well for me. I also used to make engagement campaigns for those IDs and run in parallel with the conversion campaigns to generate more engagement. In my perception, it made my conversions with those posts IDs cheaper. But back when I was running ads that generated good engagement, and I tell him, don't think that this would work well if the post, offer, and product wasn't good. Obviously, your posts were also good. With or without engagement, it would work, and I do believe that. The reason I don't suggest it is because there are people that want magical solutions, do engagement in a post, and that post to work because of that. And what I mean by that is that people like me, we have to be careful on what we say on the YouTube, because the same way that this other person was talking about the creatives, that you can just use one and create several out of this with different variations, and gave me just different color and background. The same way there are people that they are thinking, okay, my ads are not working, I'm getting 0 results, I'm going to run an engagement campaign, and after that I'm expecting that I will get good results because I ran an engagement campaign and my post has engagement. There are people that they think like this. They don't want to go one extra step and think, why is it going to work? Is it going to work? What kind of engagement is going to have? How the engagement is going to help me? In that case over here, most probably, like 99%, I'm 99% sure that these ads work because they were going to work anyway. Okay, he just speed up the process. If you know that your post IDs are good, or if you believe it, run an engagement campaign so that you can get your initial boost and then run them normally. But if the ad, if the post is not good, it's not going to work just because you ran an engagement campaign and after that it's going to work because of the credibility. They worked because they were good anyway. Next one. Do you suggest broad targeting for a restaurant with 100k followers? I want views engagement for my videos. I told him to run engagement ads with the food interest, and he says, so running broad still only work best for conversion. No, it's not that. It's that traffic ads or engagement ads are so junk traffic that if you put it on broad, then it goes far away. So, okay, I understand you want to run engagement or traffic, whatever that may be, but if you go down that path, you need a little bit of control into something that already has junk traffic. And don't get me wrong, if you're asking for engagement, it doesn't matter who is engaging. It matters that you're engaging. If you want engagement, if you want engagement from your conversion ads, it's completely different. So that being said, I would put some direction into your engagement ad if you want something specific. No, on conversions, everything is working on different cases. Even if you do broad, you're going to have engagement. I'm just trying to think. I don't know why. I have the feeling that if you run engagement with interest, you will have better engagement instead of broad. This is what I'm sensing. Or broad might, optimize to the correct one. I don't know. I just, okay, you asked me, this is what I would do. At the moment that I think it more and more, even broad would work and stuff, but I don't know why. I have the sense that I would like to use a little bit of targeting in such a bad conversion event, which is engagement. You want views and engagement. You don't say that you want necessarily quality views. I don't know. I stand with my position. I would run it with food as interest or restaurant or something like this, depending what you have. Maybe if you have a food, I would put the food as interest, something like this. Okay, let's go to the last page. How about, here I have one video that I recently posted. It says, don't run retargeting ads with cold traffic ads in the same CBO campaign. Because basically, this is wrong, by the way. We have to correct it. There is a video, it says, don't run retargeting and cold traffic ads in the same CBO campaign. It has to write CBO campaign, okay? So it's correct. So it says, how about CBO campaign with two ad sets with ad set spending limits enabled? Example, 1K CBO campaign, one ad set called audience, minimum spend 500, one ad set broad, minimum spend 500. Why would you want to do that? There is no point. First of all, the whole video is about not having cold traffic ads. It's about having competition in a CBO campaign between cold and retargeting ads. And I do explain it there. I'm not going to go into details here. The reason is that most of the budget is going to go on the cold because it's a bigger audience and so on. And there is no point for you to have a competition between your cold and your retargeting audience. They are two completely different audiences that they don't have to go there. Why are you running a CBO campaign if you have a minimum spend of 500, minimum spend of 500 on another ad set? Just run an ABO with 500 and 500, okay? It doesn't make, it doesn't make any sense to do so. Unless if you want to test something and stuff, which I'm all about it. I also like to test things, but I don't get your way of thinking here. Last comment. Hi Konstantinos, I want you to ask you this long time ago. You made a video once regarding interest and how you don't like the practice of mixing large interest groups with small interest groups, since most of the spend will go to the larger interest group anyway. My question is, how do you know that? Isn't that just a theory based on how Facebook usually spends most budget towards campaigns and ad sets with the biggest possible reach? Looking forward to your answer, Konstantinos, and keep up the good content. You are completely right. And I really enjoyed this comment, to be honest with you, because it means that you understand me completely. Not only my theory about it, but my way of thinking. Yes, this is how I realized that, and of course by some observation into ad accounts, for example, that I was running one ad set. I was having one good interest, for example, inside, which was big, and then I was mixing it with others, and these were always working, but when I was isolating it, it wasn't working, so I was sure that this was the interest that was working, and because it was bigger and the other smaller, I knew that the budget was going to be bigger. Can I prove it? No. Okay, and based on the fact that how it's distributing the spend on the different ad sets with different interests, I believe that it's doing the same within the same ad set. Now, the reason that I'm posting this here is not because I have to teach you something, but it's just to clarify something, and I put it at last for this reason. The fact that I'm saying some things, it doesn't mean that I can prove 100% of them. I'm just observing things, I'm saying them, we're discussing them. I'm open to just discuss them and someone changing my opinion about them. And The whole purpose is because, I want to share things about how I feel about something, how I see it, and this is, I'm following this, yes, but I haven't found anything better than this. Okay, it's like democracy. Democracy, we say that it's the best system, but it's going to sound a little bit crazy, but I'm going to say it. I don't believe that my vote, for example, it needs to have the same value as the vote of someone who is completely illiterate. Okay, but do we have a better system? No. Democracy is the better system, the best system that we can have right now. Does it have flaws? Many. But at the end of the day, we don't have anything better. This is what I'm doing also here. I don't have anything better. Does it have flaws? Most probably. Is it true? I don't know. Okay, I cannot prove it 100% like other things like overlapping and stuff that we discussed in several others, and I have videos with data that are backing it up. But this is something that I cannot prove. I need to go into a crazy hunt of doing exactly the same match with different results, and even if I prove it, it's not going to help anywhere because we don't use interests anymore. I have proven the crazy method, other things, the hot pockets, I have proven them with data. But this one, it would take me an enormous amount of time for no reason. And yeah, I'm always open to a better idea, maybe. Okay, but just don't because someone has a YouTube channel and stuff, and we're just sharing our opinion. We're not certain if this is true or false, if we have a bad perception about something or whatever. So yeah, I'm just sharing my experience and I'm just saying what I have seen on other accounts, and then you can make your own theories. You can challenge what I say. We can discuss it, but it doesn't mean that necessarily whatever I say it's correct or that I have proven it. There's things that you see and observe, and you take some. You have some conclusions, and you just announce it, and you just try to see if other people agree with you and so on. Let's go to the Freelancer Diaries for today. It says Shopify ads specially needed for online Shopify store. Yeah, that's funny. We need a Shopify ads expert specialist to run ads for our online store and give sale to us in the first 2 or 3 days. Only those people who send proposal who are expert to give us sales in the first 2-3 days. Otherwise, don't apply for it. So here we have a person that wants to hire someone who is going to get a sale no matter what on 2-3 days, no matter what the funnel is, no matter what the product is, no matter what. Because in his mind, he's saying, I'm going to test this guy for 2 days, 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 this guy for 2 days. Whoever is going to get me a sale in 2 days, then I'm going to hire them. Completely outside of reality, because here this person doesn't even understand if he has a good side. He has a good side, good creatives and stuff, just things that someone can come and no matter what they have, they can give them a sale. It was actually very funny reading it, because it's, I don't know, and I was watching below, there were 20 people that they were applying for it. Are they so desperate? For example, somebody says if you're only certain that you can get 2 or 3 sales, you don't even know the site, he didn't even give the site, and you just say, okay, I can do it. I just don't understand it. I do feel like most probably the people that actually applied for this job, they were extremely disappointed with their life, and they had to make some money, I guess. Okay, that's all. The next one that I have, it's about a hacker. I have it ready, so I think you're going to like it more. Guys, that's all I had. That's the news. I will keep you posted on my tests. Next week I'm having a trip, so I will do the podcast a little bit earlier, most probably on Tuesday, so that it will be live. And yeah, let me know on the comments if you have any questions. Don't make many questions about Blotout, because I'm not so good at this yet. And I will see you in the next one. This was the Facebook Ads Breaking News podcast. Like it or not, it is what it is.